Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, before we proceed any further, I want to give a big shout out to my channel sponsor, Fighting Mad, the pound for pound kings of boxing apparel. If you like the shirt you see to my right or to my left, you can find those exact shirts and many more just like them by going on the official Fighting Mad website. I'll leave the link for you guys right over here. Okay, now, this is a follow-up video to my last video about Canelo Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev, where Sergey Kovalev pretty much admitted to the fight being fixed, to the fight, that he pretty much confirmed that he took a dive and whatnot. And, I shared this video across a lot of different social media platforms, mainly Facebook and the boxing groups, and I saw lots of comments by people saying, oh, you should be ashamed to make this video, you're a Canelo hater, Kovalev didn't throw the fight, and all this stuff. And I don't understand how people, I don't understand people who are older than me, because I'm a young guy, I'm only 24 years old. I don't understand people who are older than me who are supposed to have life experience and intelligence. I don't understand how you guys can't see that this fight was a fix and how he took a dive. And I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if you're a trainer. I don't care if you're a fighter. I don't care who you are. You are not going to stick your finger in my face and tell me that this fight wasn't a fix and it wasn't a dive. I will stand by what I say till the day I die. So this fight was a fix, and whether you like it or not, I'm going to talk about it again. So Canelo's trainer, Eddie Reynoso, he came back and he pretty much responded to the claims that this fight with Kovalev was fixed, and he just gave his little two cents on it. So that's what this video is about, as you can see by the title. So let's get into what Eddie Reynoso said, and let's dissect from there. He said, I quote, "First of all, I want to clarify as a coach and a manager of Saul that we did not dehydrate or fix or buy fights or opponents. We have always adapted to the terms of opponents, and even with Floyd Mayweather, we accepted his agreed upon weight of 152 pounds. It seems that there are dark intentions to discredit our fighter and more than anything try to minimize his achievements. As true fans and as Mexicans, we should be proud at this time that the best fighter is Mexican," end quote. So there you have Eddie Reynoso himself. I'll leave a link in the description for the article so you guys don't think I'm pulling this out of my ass, because apparently you guys think I just make up these quotes myself. Like I'm that good and I'm just that smart. So it really shows me how highly you guys think of me when I hear about these quotes you guys think I'm just making up, but I'll leave it at that. The article will be in the description. It's funny. He's telling, Eddie Reynoso is telling these bold-faced lies, and I don't understand how he can go to sleep and be honest with himself. He's got to be honest with himself. First of all, Canelo Alvarez, they did dehydrate Sergey Kovalev. The rehydration clause was announced the day of the weigh-in to the public. I mean, I'm sure they might have had it in the contract when it was signed, but the public didn't know about it until the day of the weigh-in. And I think the rehydration clause was 185, something like that. So Kovalev couldn't come in above 185, and he hadn't come in below 185 since his fight with Ismail Salah back in 2013. And that's a fact. So they did in fact drain him, and they've done all kinds of shambolic stuff in his career. They've created another weight class like 155 to duck Golovkin and delay that fight for a year or two. They've done all kinds of shambolic stuff. So we're not gonna have that here on True School Sports. And truthfully speaking, I would be skeptical of anybody, whether it be a fighter, whether it be a trainer, whether it be an analyst. I would be skeptical of anybody who uses race to say that, oh yeah, we should be proud of such and such. No, you're not proud of such and such just because he's from your area. You gotta look at everybody individually. You gotta look at things in context. You gotta look at things individually and not group everybody in. It's like me, for example, right? I'll give you an example, because everybody says I hate Canelo, but I don't hate Canelo. I just tell the truth about Canelo, and you guys take it as hate. The only fighter on this channel that I can say, hand on my heart, when he fought, I didn't like him and I hated him, was Andre Ward. That is it. That's where it begins and that's where it ends. Andre Ward. And Andre Ward is an American, like I'm an American. But you think because Andre Ward was a super middleweight champion and he was undefeated and he did all these things that I'm gonna support him just because he's an American? No, I don't support fighters just based upon where they're from. Because if that were the case, I would support every American fighter and I would support every Puerto Rican fighter. But that's not how it goes. I look at everybody individually and I don't give a damn where you're from. Okay, it's all on the individual. It's all about who you are in the ring and what you're doing to stick your flag in the ground and carry the sport forward as one of the top fighters in boxing. And I just don't understand, you only a naive individual would think that this fight wasn't fixed. Like I don't understand how you guys can look at all the circumstantial evidence, all of it, and you just want to ignore it. You just want to ignore it, and you guys don't think that fixes and dives happen in modern boxing. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you guys, and it's like, of course, Eddie Reynoso is gonna say the fight wasn't a fix. What you think he's gonna come out and say? Yeah, it was a fix. Canelo, yeah, he only won because Kovalev took a dive and we paid him off and we dehydrated him. He's never gonna say that because then that will look bad on him. That will look bad on Canelo. So of course he's gonna save face and he's gonna say what he has to say. He's gonna stick to the script. But on True School Sports, we will not stick to the script. We will tell the truth, and I don't give a damn who you are. I'll say it again. I don't give a damn who you are, trainer, fighter, whatever. You're not gonna stick a finger in my face and tell me that fight wasn't a fix. It's a known fact. If you use your head and do some research, Kovalev has never come in. He hasn't come in below 185 on fight night since 2013 against Ismail Salah. Okay, so that's why they instituted the rehydration clause. The rehydration clause wasn't made known to the general public until the day of the weigh-in, despite the fact that reporters, journalists, and everybody like that asked the questions of if there would be rehydration clause in Canelo, Golden Boy Promotions, and all parties involved on that side. They looked into the cameras, they looked into the microphones, and they lied to the fans. They lied to the fans, they conned the fans, and I'm just calling it out for what it is. So if you hate it, if you hate it, and you think, you guys are funny. You guys make me laugh. A lot of you people who comment on my videos and say, oh, you're hating, you're this, you're that, and you think like I sit here on this couch all day, and I sit here and just think about Canelo and hate him all day. Like, personally, I don't care enough about Canelo to hate him all day. He's boring outside the ring. He doesn't speak English, like, at all. Even though he can speak English, like, and he's got the personality of this pillow. Like, he's got the personality of this pillow. So there's nothing to hate on. He's not, now, if you wanted to say, like, I hated on Floyd Mayweather, there's actually things to hate Floyd Mayweather for. He's actually entertaining outside the ring. He's got $1 million mouthpiece. He's an exceptional fighter. He never lost. He scaled weight classes, became lineal champion in multiple weight classes. Like, that's someone you could actually hate on. Like, if you wanted to, I don't hate Floyd, but I'm saying I could understand people who hate Floyd because unlike Canelo, there's actually things to hate on. But no, Canelo Alvarez, he is, in my humble opinion, and I don't care if you watch this video and you're a Canelo fan, he's my opinion, he is a manufactured superstar. He's a protected golden boy chump, and I'm calling it out for what it is. And if y'all have any problem with what I'm saying, you feel free to smash that dislike button and go have some cookies at your mama's house, because I don't give a damn. All right, so I'm just saying. I know I'm a bit spirited right now, but I'm just saying, like, you can't see all the circumstantial evidence and not say it was a fix. You had Sergey Kovalev acting all funny in the pre-fight build-up, taking selfies, being ha-ha, he-he. Then you had the rehydration clause, which wasn't announced to the public until the day of the weigh-in. Then you got Kovalev posting a clip of himself getting knocked out on Instagram, the stories. Then you got Kovalev also saying, basically, that he took this fight for financial reasons only, and that he knew there was no way he was to win this fight. So even if you don't think it was fixed, it was a dive. And if you don't think it was a dive, it was fixed. Either way, there was corruption somewhere. And on top of that, if you want to add insult to injury, he had just fought Anthony Yard August the 24th or whatever it was. So he didn't even have ample time to recover like that. And I understand the responsibility is on him. But, I think it really says a lot about Canelo's character. It says a lot about Canelo's character that he had to offer Kovalev this fight just after the Anthony Yard fight. Then he didn't even have the decency to let him rehydrate to his proper weight. He put a rehydration clause in, and the fight wasn't on the level. So, it is what it is. I'm just calling a spade a spade. If y'all hate it, you can hate it. I don't care. But on this channel, I don't even care if I lose 100 subscribers.
Can I just say something? How you guys doing? Listen, I'm gonna say something. We keep it here real. We ain't biased to nobody. I have a comment saying, "Oh, they're Kovalev fanboys," and now they're talking about it. No, we just bring out facts out here, whether you guys like it or not.
That's what I'm saying.
Canelo's trainer, Reynoso, was coming out saying that, yeah, anytime we have a fight before the fight, we actually have the fighters agree to whether weight rehydration clause to hit. I don't think that's right. I don't think that he's saying that. And when somebody's coming out and it's the boxing trainer coming out and asking for some more, what do you call it, back up back up his points, there's something wrong with that. Okay, the ones who really be coming out and talking should be Canelo, if he's true to what he's saying. At least we can give Kovalev credit. He's at least giving hints and talking about what he did wrong or whatever. But you haven't heard jack from Canelo. And then for Reynoso to say, oh well, Foreman said it, Sugar Ray said it, Sugar Ray said, and Roberto Durant said that, you know, the best fighter, Mexican fighter, is them. And if they say it, then I guess I have to go with them because they're the baddest. They were the baddest ones in boxing at one time. Well, that just justifies even more that you don't even believe in your own self or what you're saying. If you got to point the fingers at other people to make decisions for you and tell he's a great fighter, because those guys are not going to come out and bash Canelo, but you behind the closed doors know what's going on. So, Reynoso, despiertate, wake up, and obviously the conscience is bothering you. Don't speak for Canelo. Don't speak for Golden Boy. Don't speak for whoever you want to speak for. Let Canelo speak for himself.
Facts.
And he can't even do that.
And not even just that. Like, another thing I want to say about this fight is
one more thing I want to say. And you can never. I mean, this is one of the comments I was saying. Mm-hmm. You can never. This people saying this. You can never compare Canelo with the other Mexican greats ever.
Like who?
Like that was one of the
Chavez Senior.
What was it?
Salvador Sanchez.
Yeah, he will never be in their league. You know why?
Not even Miguel Cotto. I wouldn't even put him in the same breath as Miguel Cotto.
These are comments saying it from Canelo's fanboys and their own fans saying that.
You know, I'll take it a step further.
I was talking facts.
I'll take it a step further. I wouldn't even put him above Gallo Estrada.
Yeah.
You want to know why I won't put him above Gallo Estrada? Because at least with Gallo Estrada, so far, you know, knock on wood, we haven't heard anything yet. But he's not out here testing positive for clenbuterol. Yeah. He's not getting all these belts made for him. He's not instituting all these ridiculous rehydration clauses. You know, and he's fighting the best, and he's beating some pretty great fighters in his time, and he's given some of the best fighters like Roman Gonzalez in their prime a tough fight. Yeah. So I'll put Gallo Estrada over Canelo.
Yeah. So I mean, he's lost a lot of respect with his own people saying that.
Yeah.
It might not be the majority, but there's some out there that are calling out for that. They're saying they can never compare him to the best Mexican fighters that ever lived because of the fact of what he's doing now and then what he just did with Kovalev. I don't care how you look at it. Some of you guys are saying, no, that was a real knockout punch.
And,
are you telling me?
And another point. We were watching that fight, right?
Yeah.
Was Kovalev up on the scorecards or not? And, even though they were playing patty cake against patty cake fight, you know, and they were boxing pretty tentatively, was Kovalev not up on the scorecards?
Yeah, he was.
He was up on the scorecards, but you know where he was? You know who didn't have him up on the scorecards? The judges. So how can you say the fight's not fixed? Come on, man.
You gotta see. I'm gonna say again. Way back since 1923, there's been fights being fixed left and right. It didn't just start today. You got great fighters that even come out and say that they have to do certain things to get the fights fixed, and they talked about it after the fact. So
straight up.
At the end of the day, Canelo needs to take his whatever he's got in his mouth and speak up, a pacifier from what was babying him, and come out and talk and be honest with the fans. For the trainer to come out and actually talk on behalf of Canelo and on behalf of that looks even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, the case is, you know what you guys did behind closed doors. You were there for the negotiations, and now it's coming out, and now you're getting upset because social media and a video went viral, and nobody wants you guys to give respect to Canelo's name. You can't. You can't give this respect when the facts are there. Mm-mm. Look at his 8 or 10 fights or whatever, how many fights he had.
Talk to him, Pops.
He's always had the rehydration clause against his opponent. So you can't respect that. If you constantly have that, everyone wants the edge. But let's be real. If he's a 2 champion, he will go in there and do what he's supposed to do. And the fight was thrown. We all know it was thrown. Kovalev had problems with his finances due or his lawsuit, whatever the case was. He won $12 million, and he come out, and at least he's come out indirectly in saying what he had to do. You ain't hearing jack from Canelo. But I don't want to hear you Mexican fans or anybody else, and not to hate him, because I'm Puerto Rican. I don't want you to say, oh, you just hating on him. No, we're not hating on him. We don't like how he's carrying himself as a professional.
And you're calling, and you're out here, and he's out here being paraded and marketed as the face of boxing.
Yeah.
No. Not on the, I'm not recognizing him as that. I'm not referring to him as that, and that's not what he is.
You can call us fucking fanboys, dumbasses,
call what
idiots, whatever you want, but the fact of the matter is...
Call what you want, just don't call us dishonest.
Thank you for your comments. God bless you, and guess what? At the end of the day, it must be something that's getting in your fire for you to come out and say things like that.
And I'm going to end this video, and I'm just gonna be very blunt and be very honest here. We've had a lot of deaths in boxing this year. We had Patrick Day lose his life. We had Maxime Dadashov lose his life. And we had fighters overseas lose their life. Now, when a fighter has to, when you put a rehydration clause in a fighter, okay, and you make him come in at a weight on fight night, which he has not been at in damn near 7 years, that's putting the fighter at risk. I know Kovalev signed up for it, so we're gonna attribute some personal responsibility to Kovalev for signing the contract. That's his fault. He has to be accountable for that. Sure. But the fact that Canelo actually even attempted to do it, and then Kovalev agreed to it, the fact that he attempted to do it to it, I have no respect for him, because you could have legitimately killed and hurt Sergey Kovalev. You could have. You know, we've seen so many deaths in the ring this year, so I have zero respect for Canelo. If you ask me on my live or in my comments, oh Brandon, where do you have Canelo pound for pound? He's not on my pound for pound list.
Can't respect that.
You can't. The clenbuterol, fixed fights, judges in his. I'm not going for that.
The rehydration causing more fights besides Kovalev. Is he really?
That's why.
Is he really a true champion to step in the ring and fight?
I don't even get mad at. I'm not even mad at Floyd. I'm glad Floyd Mayweather drained him and schooled his ass all the way, and beat him from pillar to post, despite the fact that he was a smaller man.
And what is he gonna do if like he says, like he was saying a few months ago? Oh, I would love to fight Canelo now. This and that. What's he gonna do? Put a rehydration clause and Floyd, money boy Floyd?
No, it won't happen. That won't happen.
Shit.
That won't happen. Yeah. But listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna close the video this way. If because sometimes I don't know who watches these videos. I be thinking nobody watches my videos. But a lot of people do watch these videos. And Canelo's team, Canelo, I know you understand English. I know you want to act like you don't speak English, but Oscar or Eric Gomez or Eddie Reynoso. If you get this video. All right.
Don't hate.
If you hate what I'm saying, if you hate the words that come out of my mouth, if you want to gain the respect of not just myself but people who share the same opinions as me, all right. If you want to gain that respect universally, all right, from the boxing fans or at least some boxing fans who are questioning this fight with Kovalev, then I have something for you. How about this? Why don't you fight Demetrius Boo Andrade or Caleb Smith with no rehydration clause? Fight one of them two with no rehydration clause. I dare you. But I know you won't. I know you won't do it because you don't have the balls to do it. You don't have the testosterone in your veins or your balls to fight any of those guys without rehydration clause. Because you know if you fought any one of those dudes, you'll get your ass beat from pillar to post.
Right now in their prime.
Right now in their prime.
Right now.
That's why every time Demetrius Andrade's name comes up, you act like you don't understand English. When Canelo Smith's name comes up, you act like you don't understand English. Well, I'm not having it. I'm calling it out for what it is. Yeah. The fight was fixed. Kovalev threw the fight. It was a business decision for Kovalev because he had the whole thing going on with that girl, and he has a court case, and that's going to cost him a couple million. And it's towards the end of his career, so he wanted a big payday anyway. So this for Kovalev, this is a business decision, and Canelo, fair play to him. He used that against him. But I'm not gonna put him on this pedestal that you guys are dying for me to put him on. Because he had the odds stacked against his opponent, the same opponent we know that if he would have fought him on an even playing field, he's probably gonna lose and get his head boxed off because he was losing anyway. Kovalev fought the most patty cake tentative fight he could have fought, and Canelo still was getting outboxed. So listen, we're 19 minutes in. We've been rambling on for quite some time, but I just want to get this out there because, quite frankly, I've had enough. I've had enough of the Canelo fanboys trying to tell me I'm a Kovalev fanboy. I'm a fan, yes, of Kovalev, but I wouldn't go as far as calling myself a fanboy. Now, if you said I was Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez fanboy, hey, I'll raise 2 hands up and I'll admit that. But Sergey Kovalev, absolutely not. I'm just calling this fight for what it was, and it was an embarrassment to boxing. It was shambolic for boxing, and if you believe this fight was real, then God bless you, and I hope life teaches you not to be so naive. So with that being said, I'm gonna end it right there. You guys have a blessed day. ¡Viva la México!